You can find a pit bull lover in just about every neighborhood, and to some folks that can be a bit unsettling. Many believe these dogs are naturally vicious, dangerous, and incapable of showing the same kind of gentle affection that other pups can. That's why one recent incident between a pit bull and a teeny little kitten had all the makings of a disaster. The huge pit bull was minding her own business when a curious kitten tried to get in her way. That was when the dog did something that would make any cat lover jump. When it comes to dogs, pit bulls in particular get a really bad rap. For one, they're often used in dogfighting rings, so people automatically associate these breeds with being overly aggressive. Others will point out that the sheer jaw strength of a pit bull alone makes them dangerous, citing the belief that their jaws lock when they bite. Even mild-mannered dogs can become angry and uncharacteristically bite someone, so imagine if a pit bull did that. Uh-oh. So that was why people panicked recently when they watched this tiny little kitten, who'd just been adopted, try to walk right up to the dog of the house, a big pit bull. For those who've heard horror stories about pit bulls, this was no doubt a terrifying sight to behold. Still, the kitten didn't seem to realize the trouble she was causing. At one point, the two animals locked eyes and stared at each other, and the kitten froze in place. What would happen? Hey, what's going on under here? The kitten just couldn't help herself when it came to trying to understand every little aspect of the massive dog who was several times her size. As tensions arose, would curiosity kill this cat, so to speak? The kitten sniffed and swatted and inspected every angle of the giant animal lounging in her new home. The pit bull? She narrowed her eyes in a look that seemed to say, "Man, I'm sick and tired of this pipsqueak getting in my business." Meanwhile, the kitten swiped at the dog even more ferociously. While she thought she was playing a simple game of got your paw, the pit bull was becoming antsy, and she started whipping her tail and licking her lips. Uh-oh, was she getting ready to bite? It hadn't even been a full minute before the pit bull had enough of the kitten's shenanigans. Disturbed, she moved towards the fluffy kitten, sending her reeling backward. This kitty was in big trouble. That was when the pit bull did what many would consider completely unexpected. She licked the little kitty's face. The cat could barely withstand the force of her loving kisses. She even toppled over. Obviously, this pit bull wasn't angry at all. The cuteness continued. Batting her paw around, the kitten became more and more energetic. Then she initiated the ultimate test of their newly formed friendship. The kitten rolled onto her back, exposing her soft belly to the pit bull. If the dog was going to take a bite out of her like a deli sandwich, this would have been the perfect moment. Instead, she nuzzled her new furry friend even more. Phew, that was a close call. It became clear just how much compassion each animal had for the other. The kitten was merely playing, and the dog was as gentle as ever. But that moment begged an important question. Were all pit bulls like this, especially with cats? Or was this one an exceptional case, since the cat in question was a baby? To find the answer, you'd have to look at another pit bull kitty pair. How would this pit bull react to a bigger cat? Right away, this seemingly fearless ginger tabby embroiled in a tussle with the pit bull. While the cat scratched and nipped ferociously, the dog bared his teeth, seemingly waiting for the right time to strike back. The two fought for a little while, and the cat put the pit bull's self-restraint and jaw power to the test. It was as if the cat was teasing the pit bull by saying, "Go ahead, bite me, I dare you." If he wasn't careful, he'd turn into this dog's lunch. When the pit bull didn't bite, the cat brought his judo skills up a notch. With a firm grip on the dog's jaw, he meowed and nipped, nearly sticking his fragile head in the beast's waiting maw. Still, the pit bull kept calm. Of course, it was just fun and games. After a rousing play session, the cat stood tall, flicking his tail and celebrating his victory. The pit bull, meanwhile, enjoyed all the attention. Between them, there was only love and affection. While any breed of dog can have aggressive tendencies if they've been abused or improperly trained, the truth is that there's nothing about pit bulls that makes them naturally more aggressive than any other dog. In fact, pit bulls were bred to act as nanny dogs for children specifically because of their sweet demeanors. Sometimes, however, it's the pit bull itself that needs some nanny TLC. Recently, rescuers found a newborn pit bull puppy named Nolan alone in the streets of Cleveland, Ohio. They knew his chances of survival were slim to none. Without a mother to protect him and provide nutrient-rich milk, he wouldn't be able to survive. He was taken to the Cleveland Animal Protection League, CAPL, where staffers were shocked. It seemed like the little guy had one paw in an early grave. He was just a day old and he hadn't even opened his eyes yet. Truly, he was helpless on his own. Cleveland APL's Director of Operations, Ace Dunlap, relayed the grim prognosis to Cleveland's Fox 8 News. He needed some kind of immediate intervention if he was going to survive. But how could they help him? Like any animal his age, Nolan needed around-the-clock care, and the Cleveland APL just didn't have the capacity to do that on their own. Without any mother pit bulls nearby to take Nolan under her paw, he was in big trouble. That's when Cleveland APL's CEO, Sharon Harvey, had an idea. It fell in the just crazy enough to work category, but with a pit bull puppy in dire need of nourishment and support, she was willing to try just about anything. There might not have been any mother pit bulls in the Cleveland APL, but there was another animal mother in residence. She'd just given birth to a litter of her own and was in the process of nursing. Perhaps she could serve as a stand-in mom. There was, however, a bit of a complication. The mother in question, Lurleen, was a cat. Still, she was producing milk, which was exactly the kind of nourishment that Nolan needed. Plus, she was full of motherly love. Could she learn to accept another baby, even if he was a dog? The caretakers at the Cleveland APL decided that it was worth a shot. Nolan didn't have many options, so they introduced the tiny puppy to Lurleen and waited with bated breath to see how she'd react. "We just held the puppy up to her," Ace recalled. Lurleen started sniffing and immediately nuzzling and licking and just accepting the puppy as one of her own immediately. It was remarkable to witness it. The staff was amazed to see how Lurleen accepted Nolan so quickly. "It's adorable, right?" Ace said. "You just can't beat it. They don't know that one is different from the other. They're one happy little family." Nolan fit right alongside Lurleen's kittens, Espa, Rivette, Zixie, and Tallysdab. Still, as Sharon pointed out, the pup wasn't out of the woods yet. Lurleen kept Nolan going, but he needed some professional assistance if he wanted to make it out of infancy. "We need to be diligent with his care," Sharon explained to Fox Cleveland. "Nolan is going to be with us for quite a while. We need to be really sure with him. We've got to focus on giving him the care he needs right now." And that care was extensive. Despite spending nearly 9 hours per day under the attentive watch of Lurleen, Nolan needed more from his human caretakers at the Cleveland APL. The mama cat did her best, but he needed even more milk. When Nolan wasn't suckling from his feline mother, he was hungrily drinking from a bottle. This wasn't some once-per-day task either. Nolan ate with the same ferocity of a half-starved buffet attendant. He probably gets fed 7 to 8 times per day, if not more, one volunteer estimated. Talk about a hungry boy. But even when Nolan was out of Lurleen's care, the mama cat didn't forget about her adopted son. Lurleen would even gently place a paw on the back of the milk-guzzling pup. "Lurleen loves him," Sharon said. "It's so adorable." If nothing else, though, this love between a cat and her pit bull baby taught the community an important lesson. This is not a common thing, Sharon pointed out, to be able to find a mother cat to take on another species. In those cases, a puppy like Nolan might never have stood a chance. Because of this, Sharon was quick to use this opportunity to make a plea to the public. "We desperately need foster volunteers," Sharon said, "who are willing to take these animals into their homes temporarily and give them this second chance. Usually puppies aren't as lucky as Nolan, and just about any shelter could use a hand caring for newborns." Still, you can't help but feel warmth in your heart watching Lurleen care for Nolan. Perhaps Sharon said it best. "We're just so happy that a cat named Lurleen, who has no idea how special she is, has made a lot of people smile, including us."